darkness grows. But I don't wanna look back now. Regret is like a street beat down. It keeps you on your knees. The ringing of that broken bell, it always seems to cast a spell. I know I flinched before, I ain't flinching anymore. She came along like one of those songs that you hear and you can't stop singing. The flinch started in like a phantom limb. That broken bell's always ringing. But I don't wanna look back now or waste a lyric about leaving town. Her face is all I see, waiting by the sea. The ringing of that broken bell, it always seems to cast a spell. I was young and I flinched before, I ain't flinching anymore. Always stuck in my own way, always falling down. Her song's the home I wanna stay. It's like a brand new sound. I don't wanna look back now. She's waiting by the sea. The ringing of that broken bell, it always seems to cast its spell. I was young and I flinched before, but I ain't flinching anymore. I ain't flinching anymore. I ain't flinching anymore. I don't wanna look back now. I ain't flinching anymore. I ain't flinching.
Hello and welcome to the Music Scout Podcast with myself, Lewis Fisher, and welcome to episode 74. Thank you all very much for joining me. And you just heard Dave House to kick us off with The Flinch, and this is from his album Bury Me in Philly, which came out in 2017, and that's from Rise Records as well. Really good song, this one. I sort of try to narrow this down to American rock and roll. I feel like we need a few more people in like American rock and rollers. So Dave House, you got people like Butch Walker as well. Those kind of people make really good music, and I think it's definitely something that needs to be introduced to a lot more people's lives. So do go check out Bury Me in Philly by Dave House. So before we get on to the next track, thought I'd let you know about my week last week, because I had a rather interesting week. It was a pretty rock and roll week, if you can call it that. On last Tuesday, I went to go see the Rolling Stones in Twickenham Stadium, and they were bloody amazing. It was just so good to see such legends. I'd never seen them before either, so I'm really glad I got to see them still in their prime as well. They didn't look like they were faltering at all. They were absolutely smashing it. Mick Jagger walking up and down that easily quarter of a mile stage. It was insane. It was massive. He's running up and down there. He's doing dance moves the whole 2 and a bit hours they played for. Bearing in mind, they're all in their 70s and they played for over 2 hours. You don't see bands in their 20s doing over 2 hours. So anyway, that was an absolute honour to see all. Just the whole band just really nailing it still, and everyone just looking like they're having the best time, which is the main thing. And then on the Friday, I went to the London Stadium and saw Foo Fighters. Managed to get into the VIP circle as well, so the gold circle right in front, which was very, very lucky of me. And they were insane. Dave Grohl, that is the ultimate interview, that is. if I ever get to interview Dave Grohl, that is going to be life goals completed. I can die happy, just because that man is an absolute legend. I love him to bits. I love the band to bits, and I really wish that I could interview the band one day. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it, for the Music Scout, my little podcast interviewing such a legend. We will see. Hopefully, if I keep doing this, someone will be like, "Hey, this guy's doing a good job. Let's get him an interview with Dave." So I'm just being really far-fetched right now, but you never know. They were insane. They played for 2.5 hours, pulled out loads and loads of great tracks. There was everyone just going mental, and I was really, really lucky to be so close as well. It was an absolute pleasure to see them live again. Saw them live last September of Idols supporting, so this is where my love for Idols came, and I'm really looking forward to Idols' new album as well. So enough rambling from me. I feel like I've rambled quite a lot. Let's get back to the music. It's Indoor Pets now, the track So Soon.
Hers, and from the last pause she's mine. I need a secret textbook, learning things undercover. The hostility when I declare fancy. Each night I think precisely same by to point of views another. So soon, so soon, so soon for you to somehow find the best in me. So soon, heavy petting, she welcomes under my skin. I'm broken, we write jigsaw with pieces gone but not forgotten. And we go slow, it's fine. Build our road takes time, but can we go slow when I visualize when we're older? So soon, so soon, so soon for you to somehow find the best in me. So soon, so soon, so soon for you to somehow find the best in me. Falling in places, in between spaces that I never could imagine. So soon, so soon, so soon for you to somehow find the best in me. So soon, so soon, so soon for you to somehow find the best in me. So soon, so soon, so soon for you to somehow find the best in me. So soon, so soon, so soon for you to somehow find the best in me.
Indoor Pets for you folks, and the track So Soon. This is a 2018 single that they released, and that's coming from East City Rockers. I really like the fact that this sounded like it was in a church, and it was a nice choir at the start, and then the guitar came in, just completely turned it around, and it was a brilliant track. Do go check out the rest of their stuff as well. It's sort of on the same lines as So Soon, and that was one of their latest releases as well. Check out songs like Barbiturate and Teriyaki. Those are absolute tunes. So let's move on to the next track for you folks. We've got Slaughter Beach, and then Slaughter Beach Dog is they're called, but there's a little comma before the dog, so Slaughter Beach Dog. Interesting name. And this is going to be a song called Fish Fry, but don't let the name deter you from the quality of the track, because it is an absolute banger. Enjoy.
Stood up outside the Fish Fry, hailed a Bahamian taxi driver, furnished my $1.25. Hopped on the number 10 for a quick ride into the dull night, singing praise songs from the backseat under cold fluorescent light. Mostly at night I can't ignore the feeling of wishing you were with me. All of my friends insist that I should really be spending some time alone, assessing my thoughts, completing emotional calculations, deriving psychological sums, and suffering slow. Back to 52nd Street, put all my things in Jeff's new basement. See you before I up and leave. Tear out my hair and walk home wasted. Sleep through the alarm. In the morning I still taste it, my good luck charm. Head off to 30th Street Station. One more drink, my heart sings. 8 weeks gone, you're Mars front lawn, White House beach. I can't speak Delaware, where oh where are we?
Slaughter Beach Dog with the song Fish Fry, and this is coming from the album Birdie, which came out in 2017 from Lame-O Records. It's got 10 songs on the album, and some absolute cracking songs like Fish Fry, Friend Song, Bad Beer, Golden Green. So yeah, do go check out Birdie. It's a fantastic album, and I kind of wish I found it in 2017 because I think it might have crept into the top 10, but we shall never know. So 2018 list is coming along quite nicely. 2018 list, I have a number 1 at the moment, but it just depends if anyone's going to pip it. There are a couple of artists that are bringing some new music out fairly soon, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens come November, which will be November 1st is the cutoff point. I know last year I let slip through Ed Tullett and Novo More, which came out on the 10th of November. Oh, I let it slide. And so I've got one artist which I'm going to be playing at the end of this podcast, which is actually going to be a band who I've interviewed on this podcast before. It's going to be KARMS, and they've got a new album out called Satellite. We're going to hear the title track from that album at the very end of this episode, so do stick around for that because it is a brilliant song, and I'm really looking forward to them for the future because the album is outstanding. I really like it. It's a massive step up from their EP, which was impressive enough. So this album is actually going to be a contender, I think, for 2018. It's a fantastic album, and I'm hoping to get them on the show to talk about the new album a little bit more, just because we spoke about the EP last year. And I thought, it was at the beginning of this year. I think it was beginning of this year. And then I want to let them come on a few months later, see how they're getting on, have a nice little catch up with Colm from KARMS, and hopefully they're very excited for the future. So that's going to be coming up at the end of the show. But we've got next Bennett. I'm hoping I was pronouncing this right. Bendik Bryan and Ain't Nobody Like Me. And hope you enjoy.
Tell me what you see. There ain't nobody like me. You hesitate, but you must agree. There ain't nobody like me. You had a few, but I guarantee there ain't nobody like me. I'll carve it into the old oak tree. There ain't nobody like me. This is the moment, don't wait too long. Hear what I'm saying, don't get me wrong, 'cause you know that it won't be too long. It won't be too long. Troubles and let them be. There ain't nobody like me. In your heart or across the sea, there ain't nobody like me. I'm the one and I have to say, there ain't nobody like me. We'll meet each other on a sunny day. There ain't nobody like me. This is the moment, don't wait too long. Hear what I'm saying, don't get me wrong, 'cause you know that it won't be too long.
So I'm back, folks, with Bendik Bryan just finishing off there with Ain't Nobody Like Me. A wonderful song here, and I think it sort of introduces the subject of that there needs to be more flute in songs. I think it's a wonderful instrument, and it needs to be implemented a little bit more into everyone. Imagine heavy metal and flute, or imagine some R&B and flute. Well, technically, I guess you could have the influence of Christian Scott, where he takes his jazz influences and incorporates into hip-hop and R&B beats, so it is happening, and Bendik Bryan is putting it into the sort of singer-songwriter alternative scene as well, so hopefully the flute is making a nice revival in the modern day music scene. So before we get into the doubleheader of music, folks, I'm going to leave you with a small advert from our sponsors, and then we're going to get into Other Girls by St.MARTiiNS, and then Ashfields and We Don't Talk. So let me tell you about the most innovative approach to new music that exists today. Revival Recordings, an artist-first record label based out North Carolina, and has introduced Revival 52, a commitment to fans to release new music every Friday for 52 weeks of 2018. From metal to pop punk to indie rock, Revival 52 will be bringing something new for you to enjoy every Friday. And right now, Revival are actually giving away a free Amazon Echo to one lucky fan once they hit 1,000 followers on their Revival 52 Spotify playlist. Just go to ffm.to/Revival52 and follow their playlist to enter there. So do go enjoy great music from your new favourite record label for free right now. That's Revival 52 on Spotify, and that's ffm.to/Revival52.
Troubles aside, I swear I'm on the edge of losing my mind. I give up, oh I give in to everything that I have seen, and put it on the don't take it off. Don't say this is the end for us.
So I'm back from the doubleheader of music, folks. You heard firstly St.MARTiiNS, and that was a great track called Other Girls. Do go check out the rest of their music, as they're very much creating waves in this music industry, St.MARTiiNS. Even though they've only had a few songs out, they are definitely just paving their way through. So they've got a new single out saying "No, it's all over," and I'll probably be playing that fairly soon on the podcast. But that was Other Girls, and other tracks like Do Your Words and Bad Art are definitely ones that you should go check out. And then afterwards we had Ashfields with the song We Don't Talk, an interesting introduction to this song, and it was quite a powerful one, and it's really good to see a lot of power and grit being put into a lot of songs, and Ashfields do this really well. So I'm glad you enjoyed the doubleheader of music, but that is going to be the end of episode 74. Thank you very much for joining me and taking time out of your day to enjoy the podcast, because a lot of people have been really enjoying both episodes in a week, and I'm glad to bring you lots of content personally, and lots of amazing new artists, amazing new music, and one that I can actually speak to a week. So it's great that I can bring you all of this new music. So we're going to finish off with a few plugs, and then I will leave you with the brand new song from KARMS off their brand new album, which comes out on the 29th of June, which will happily be Friday, which is when this podcast is actually going out. So head over to www.themusicscout.co.uk, and there you can find all the podcast episodes, of which you can find all of the names of the people that were played on that specific podcast. If you didn't catch what I said, or for some reason I didn't say it clearly enough. Apologies about that. And there is also a contact page there if you want to send me any Dropbox links or any music of the sorts, or you can send it directly to my email, which is themusicscoutpodcast@gmail.com. You've got the socials, which is Facebook and Instagram, which are The Music Scout, and then Twitter is The Music Scout with a little underscore. So I'm going to leave you now with KARMS and the brilliant song Satellites, and I will see you all next Tuesday for another interview. Ta-ra!
Flying over our heads. Remember what your teacher said, that 2 + 2 × 2 makes 8. This satellite has traveled far, Venus, Mercury, and planet Mars. She's seen this light